Unmarked SUVs pulled up to Brothers Convenience Store on Veterans. He watched as a group of Border Patrol agents got out.
So the customer asked me, said, "That's ice?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh."
So from behind the counter, Davis locked the door.
Open it, and they're looking at me like, "What's going on?"
That's when he started recording. In the video, you can hear him taunting the agents through the window.
"You want some chicken? You ain't getting it here, bro."
After a moment, he realizes one of the agents appears to be Gregory Bovino, the commander of Border Patrol himself.
"Dang, you don't want to show your face now? I know you can hear me."
A teenager was arrested by ICE agents, according to this video footage that surfaced online.
Just handcuff him. Don't look. Just handcuff him. All right. Get him up. Párate.
Authorities reported that a woman identified as a so-called spotter who alerted and documented the migrants about ICE operations. She immediately regretted her actions when confronted by federal agents.
That Mustang's coming on you pretty fast. She just ran a red light.
She were up with you.
Yeah, that's a fast little car. She's right behind you now. All right, just slow down. Let me do this.
Yeah, come down here. Fly mode.
Okay. Turn on the lights. 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 Hey, wait. Turn on the lights. Ma'am, you're impeding with the federal investigation. We have you on camera. We actually have news reporters with us in the vehicle. Your case will be referred over to Homeland Security investigation for prosecution. You will be arrested. This is your last and final warning. Hold on a second, guys. Give me your license, please.
A Ring doorbell camera captured footage of Border Patrol agents knocking on doors in New Orleans.
No va a gritar. Métete para el cuarto. Llegaron a la casa, mira.
A security footage captured ICE agents attempting to take individuals into custody.
Hey, go. Hey, secure my bed. Secure my bed. I got him. Hey, red long sleeve quarter zip on 15 by 1. Monica, trust.
A ver a quién es, que huyó, que corrió. Pobrecito.
A woman attempted to stop ICE agents from opening their door and immediately regretted her actions.
Get back!
The Democrats questioned the requirement, asking why law enforcement officers, including ICE agents, were expected to identify themselves while voters were not held to the same standards.
So Democrats, let me get this straight. You want law enforcement, ICE agents, to identify themselves, but it's not necessary for voters to do that. And there you have the party of hypocrites and contradictions. Life lesson of the day.
A Somali man in Minneapolis stated that the only Americans expressing concern about Somalis in Minnesota were individuals he described as having no life.
Only Americans who's concerned with the Somali business is the ones who have no life. They have a lot of time in their hand. They broke. They don't have no money, no ambition, nothing. They don't even have hobbies. They depressed. they lonely. You know, there's always those type of people who care about situations like this. You know, people who have something going on for their life, right? They're busy in their career, their family, they taking vacation, they're enjoying their life. You know, they're not concerned with the Somalians in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Only people you will see who's worrying about this is not even racist. They just broke. They just don't have anything going on. They're broken spiritually, physically, and financially. That's what it is. They don't have any.
A Somali woman delivered a message to those advocating for her deportation. Listen to this.
Here I was thinking Somalis are just reverse engineering Israeli talking points by saying that they own Minnesota. And I see a whole different conversation happening about how Somalis are Somalians. You've never come into contact with Somali, and I can tell because you keep referring to us as Somalians. Somalis only refer to themselves as Somali. Keep talking about a group of people you've never met before. 2, I think it's very interesting that like now all of a sudden you're seeing all these Somali Trump supporters. Every community has their dummies, but go look at the charts. Minnesota voted blue, and go look at the areas around St. Paul and Minneapolis where a large portion of them Somalis are. It voted overwhelmingly blue. So these Somalis that voted en masse for Trump, where are they? You saw a bunch of people at a podium and said, yep, that's all of them, even though they told you there's 80,000 of them there. Bums. But lastly, I think it is interesting because while we're over here fighting settler colonialism talking points with the Israelis about how we own Minnesota and we have a biblical claim to it, people are thinking that people need help. These people are U.S. citizens overwhelmingly, okay? 80-something% of Somalis in Minnesota are U.S. citizens. And of that, I think 50-something% were born in the U.S. They're not going anywhere. You're arguing with a brick wall and a group of people who have a digital footprint in the hundreds of millions. It's a losing battle.
A woman encouraged targeting the children of ICE agents, claiming that it was no problem to track their movements and monitor their activities.
Check out this evil shit. This deranged bitch is out here with a friendly reminder that ICE agents have kids and it's not hard to find their names and what schools they go to.
Baby, hi, you know ICE agents have children too. Most of them have children too. And it's not as hard as you think to figure out who they are, where they go to school, their names. It's not hard at all.
You twisted child endangering cunt. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're sitting there all smug and sinister, threatening innocent kids because you hate the job their parents do? ICE agent threat at its darkest. This isn't activism, it's terrorism, you stupid shit. You preach compassion for migrants but fantasize about doxing and harming American children? Leftist hypocrisy doesn't even cover it. You're a damn monster, plain and simple. This is child endangerment wrapped in woke bullshit. And your friendly reminder? It's a death wish for families. You think your little threat makes you brave? You're a gutless fucking coward hiding behind a screen, praying no one traces your IP address and takes your ass to court. We've got our Second Amendment right, locked and fucking loaded. And I see more and more of you protesters every day talking about bringing out your hole punchers. Let them know we're ready. Ready and not scared. You gutless shit. You're not just wrong, you're a ticking bomb for society. Every word you spit is a step closer to your own damn downfall. Parents are watching. Law enforcement is definitely watching. And the hammer's gonna come down hard. Report this bitch to the FBI right now. Flood their tip line. Make sure she pays for this vile shit. Don't let monsters like this walk around.
Protesters targeted ICE agents while they carried out their duties, drawing critics from observers who described the demonstrations as misguided and unnecessary.
ICE agents ain't fucking around no more, people. Fucking play too much. Listen, people, these protesters has gotten out of control. Stupidity. I mean, protesting nowadays does not mean anything. Basically, when liberals protest, it's just you showing up trying to have a 15-minute fame and do some weird shit as if you fucking cosplaying on a virtual fucking world or universe or something like that. It's a damn shame. These are grown ass people that should have jobs, a family. Pay bills, do something, go to the gym, go golfing, any fucking thing. Protesting about some shit that they don't even know why they protesting. Better yet, they don't even comprehend why they protesting. They just there, just to be there, just to be seen. I tell you, boy, these people give you a fucking headache that it makes you want to sacrifice and take Tylenols.
A man from Portland named John Paul was arrested for threatening ICE agents and plotting to overthrow the U.S. government.
Social media content creator John Paul Cupp, who goes by Waleed Al-Amriki online, is facing a federal charge accused of threatening federal agents at the South Portland ICE facility. Court documents say Cupp, who calls himself the public relations director of the North American Resistance Committee, had been on law enforcement's radar for months after several online tips about his violent anti-Jewish posts, references to Islamic jihad, and rhetoric about overthrowing the U.S. government. The FBI says Cupp began showing up to protests at the ICE facility in June, posting to social media that he would, quote, troll these ICE losers. A criminal complaint alleges that on October 14th, video captured Cupp threatening to kill officers and sexually assault their spouses, including the line, quote, I'm going to have your head on a stick and mail it to your wife. In November, investigators say Cupp repeated those threats in new social media posts. He allegedly made a TikTok urging followers to, quote, demasculate them, taunt them, and mock their authority. The U.S. Attorney's Office for Oregon said Monday that threats of violence against law enforcement and their families will not be tolerated.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Brothers, behold it, the white land of the north. Snow everywhere, but look, the skyline, just like on the old drawing.
From armed Minnesota ICE raids to Somali capital of America.
What's it like being a Muslim here in the United States?
I'm not speaking English, only one Somali language.
Should they be deported?
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today and my name is Elvis Derry.
In a massive development, ICE is ramping up Somali illegals, carrying out raids in Minnesota. They are showing up armed and storming properties that is packed with Somalis. A kid from Minnesota told his mother that he wants to protect his Somali friend Hashi from Trump. Listen to this.
Okay, what did you just tell me? What should we do?
We should lock all the Somalis in our house. So
We should lock them in our house?
yeah, so Trump can't get in the house and we can lock the doors.
Or you wanna bring all of our Somali friends into here?
Yeah, so we can lock the doors so Trump can't get in here.
Oh, I would love that. That's a great idea, honey. Except for
What?
I don't know if they would want to stay with our craziness, huh?
Why?
Because we're kind of crazy.
No, I can just keep my friend where I am.
What friend?
Hashi.
Hashi. Yeah, you love Hashi. He's your best friend, isn't he?
Yeah.
You miss Hashi? It hasn't been a while since you've seen him.
Yeah. You only told me he was at the baseball game.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
You should have just told him I'm at home.
Yeah, to tell him where our house is?
Yeah.
Well, maybe when we get all of our Somali friends and bring them to our house, huh? Can you say assalamu alaikum?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Is there wa alaikum salam?
A black man has just called for Trump to keep deporting Somalians. Listen to what he said about Somali community in America.
Listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it loud and clear. We don't care that Somalians are being deported. They're not our concern. See, I don't have no hate for nobody, right? But I do understand that we have groups over here or groups that inspire to come to America that don't like black Americans. Because, see, we the great people of society. So when they come over here, they already have some type of disdain towards us, and we ain't did nothing to these people. See, I've been to Minnesota. And when I was in Minnesota visiting my son, because he live up there, man, these Somalians are everywhere and they rude. They act like you not there. When you speak to them, they look at you like you foreign. And I'm like, man, you in my country. Why you looking all stank? So get them out, Trump. Yeah, get.
So, between the Somali community and the Trump administration, who do you think will win at the end?
You guys see this video from a Somali immigrant. He's telling us what's what.
iyo meel kasta wax soo galayeen baa loogu daatay dhalinyarada loo yaqaan meega ee loo soo gaabiyay Make America Great Again ee Team Trump ahaa ay kala bahdilay dagaalku ha socdo saas ha lagu wado Minnesota anaga iska leh Mareykan anaga iska leh.
Well, there you have it. They've taken Minnesota, and they're going to take out the rest of America too. And you have got to admire the confidence, right? That is a lot of bravado, especially when you consider that none of that confidence or bravado helped them to take Somalia. And just a quick tip here, sport: if you don't have what it takes to take out a couple of strung-out warlords, you do not want to dabble with rural America, because we got a lot of country boys and veterans that, quite frankly, they've been itching to get back into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Somali capital of America. As an American, do you approve of this?
What's it like being a Muslim here in the United States?
I'm not speaking English, only one Somali language.
What does it mean to you to be a part of Islam?
I don't know, I'm not speaking English very well.
How are you? Do any of you speak English? English? No. Can women speak on camera? No.
The religion.
I kept going because I wanted to speak with some more of the elders here to see if they could share their story about coming here from Somalia and how they've seen the rise firsthand. However, Hello. None of them spoke English. How are you? Can I ask any of you guys some questions? No? Speak English?
English no.
No? Do any of you speak English? After a few interviews, somebody came up to us angry because we were asking people about the rise of Islam inside this community.
My name is Dick Shirley. What are you doing? My name is Dick Shirley. I'm a YouTuber. We're doing a video on the rise of Islam here in the United States.
The rise of Islam.
Yeah, it's the #1 converting religion.
The rise of Islam. Make it make sense for me.
This guy wouldn't show his face on camera, and this conversation kept going for a few minutes, and he demanded that we deleted the footage of the interviews that we took here on the street. I said no, and he said, you better go, and we're gonna make sure you leave.
I've never been in a situation like that while I've been filming, where somebody comes out of nowhere and wants to take the footage. I was watching a video prior to this video, and there is a Somali gang war going on here inside of the apartment complexes, apparently. I think we just went upon a gang, and I didn't know that they were a gang. And right now, he said, you better leave, and we're gonna make sure you get out of here. So right now, there is somebody following from behind, making sure that we get out of this place. Not the most friendly welcome here into this part of Minnesota.
Neighborhood residents in South Minneapolis, Minnesota, came together to protest and remove ICE agents who attempted to detain one of the Somali neighbors.
We are identifying who he is. By that point, we will let you know if there's a warrant. You don't have a warrant. Why? You don't have a warrant. Stay back.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
from DHS Assistant Secretary threatened.
2 New Jersey brothers under arrest and charged with threatening
to apartment management blasted.
My apartment complex is giving information to ICE.
High school students protest against ICE.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm also today, and my name is Elvis Derry.
Students at Burnsville High School staged a protest in response to ICE operations across Minnesota. A DMV employee refused to assist migrants who had been waiting in line for hours. As one man walked away, she shouted, "Learn to speak English." The incident is sparking outrage online.
Right now.
A TikToker captured the aftermath inside a San Antonio apartment after a woman was taken into custody.
I'm going over here to the house that got raided, right? I'm gonna show you. That's it right there. They left the door open, everything. Look at that.
ICE agents attempted to enter the residence of a legally present immigrant without a warrant. Authorities failed to gain access, and no formal warrant was ever issued, raising serious constitutional questions.
Security camera footage captured Reyes' escape, a near miss after sprinting to his apartment with agents right on his heels. Moments later, another officer can be seen approaching the camera and showing that he has the keys to Roberto's house. The Department of Homeland Security told CNN that on July 30th, agents from that department and the Border Patrol attempted to detain Roberto Reyes. They claim he is a dangerous undocumented alien facing criminal charges. Reyes told CNN that those charges arose after a dispute with a neighbor and were later dismissed.
Que me hace así, que tengo tu llave de tu camioneta y tengo tu llave de tu apartamento. Vamos a venir por ti tarde o temprano.
Reyes entered the United States with his family 3 years ago through the CBP One app, a tool later revoked by the Trump administration. Reyes claims there has been a constant presence of immigration authorities since the day they attempted to arrest him. So far, they have not presented him with an arrest or deportation warrant, he says, nor have they presented any search warrant. CNN asked the Department of Homeland Security whether there is a warrant against Reyes, but has not received a response. Javier Hernandez, director of Inland Coalition for Immigrants, told Univision, a CNN affiliate, that Reyes fled Nicaragua due to political persecution.
2 brothers from New Jersey have been arrested for threatening to torture and kill DHS Assistant Secretary. Authorities are investigating the threat, and more details continue to emerge.
2 New Jersey brothers under arrest and charged with threatening to hang DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin. Ricardo Antonio and Emiliano Roman Flores allegedly posted on X that they wanted to torture and kill her. Other social media posts alleged from the brothers' account reportedly referred to shooting ICE agents on site.
A woman alleges that her apartment management is working with ICE, raising concerns about tenant privacy and immigration enforcement.
So I think that my apartment complex is giving information to ICE because I just saw them pull up right now. They have these little golf carts that they use. They just pulled up and they looked at the apartment and then they drove away. They didn't lock the door or anything like that, which is unusual. I don't see any other reason why they would be pulling up unless they were complicit with this. Whenever you move into these apartments, they ask for your immigration status and stuff like that. So this is obviously an issue.
A woman in Queens claims ICE agents are taking people from their homes. Authorities have not yet confirmed the reports, and the situation is developing.
ICE just took 4 people, 8410 34th Avenue. I repeat, ICE just took 4 people, 3410 35th Avenue. Warn anyone that you know in Queens, Jackson Heights. Again, 8410 34th Avenue, Jackson Heights. ICE just took 4 people. So now that I am calm, because that was something that you don't see every day, there are 4 vans out in Jackson Heights right now picking up regular people. If you can get this information out there, anyone you know that lives in Queens, New York, Jackson Heights, ICE is out there. They have 4 vans and they're just snatching people off the streets, asking no questions. They're just grabbing and snatching. Se me ocurrió que también tengo que grabar eso en español. ICE está en la 34 Avenida en Queens llevándose a la gente. Por favor, si conoce a alguien que vive por ahí en Jackson Heights, ellos tienen 4 camionetas y se están llevando la gente. Por favor, díselo a todo mundo.
A woman is speaking out, claiming the government plans to revoke dual citizenship. Listen to this.
So now they want to take away dual citizenship? I wonder why. If things go south here, where are we supposed to flee to? At least for me, that's the plan. Get dual citizenship in Mexico. If things go south here, we're going to have to head over there. But it's just like, are they trying to make this a cult? Because many of us here do not just belong here. You know, kind of belong other places. And I just think it's ridiculous. Like, claim your loyalty. Dude, we already live here. Like, please, be for real.
A woman is sharing advice for immigrants considering leaving the United States. Here's what she recommends for those thinking about making the move.
This message is to the communities that are being hunted right now in the United States. If you're not in one of these communities, go ahead and scroll on by. Hey, you should get a credit card and max it out, because your U.S. credit score doesn't mean anything outside of the United States. If you need to get out of the United States but don't know how, max out your U.S. credit card. Stop paying your rent for a couple months. Stop paying all of your bills for a couple months. Save all of that money and flee. Move abroad 2026. You got this.
In Kenner, Louisiana, a woman was stopped by Border Patrol and received a warning from the agents. Take a look at this.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry, sir?
It's your first warning. Next time you go to jail for impeding.
I'm not impeding. I'm just filming you. I haven't impeded you.
Next time you go to jail. That's your warning.
I'm filming you, officer.
Yeah,
that's my constitutional right.
You have it on tape.
Sigan aquí. I have a right to film. Aquí estoy, son las 3:36 de la tarde. Estoy grabando agentes de la patrulla fronteriza. Estoy exactamente en la Williams, en 26 Williams enfrente. Son de la patrulla fronteriza.
A woman was caught on camera yelling at Border Patrol agents during an operation in Islip, New York. Authorities continue their work despite the confrontation.
You should be ashamed of yourself! Terrorizing people! Terrorizing people! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Terrorizing people! Terrorizing people! No abran la puerta! No abran la puerta! Shame on you! Shame on you! No abran la puerta! No abran la puerta! No abran la puerta! Terrorizing people! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Terrorizing people! Terrorizing people! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Terrorizing people! No digan nada! No digan nada! No digan nada! No digan nada!
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today, and my name is Elvis Dairy.
ICE agents in Chicago have detained undocumented immigrant during an enforcement operation.
Señor, ¿está bien? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama, señor? Señor, ¿cómo se llama para poder buscar a su familia? Fucking pussy ass bitches. If y'all have the balls to capture someone with a knife, take it off.
A 53-year-old man was on his way home from a grocery store in Melrose Park, Illinois, when an encounter with ICE agents reportedly turned violent.
He was on his way home from going grocery shopping on his bike, and that's when they attacked him, and they pulled him by under the truck, put him in a chokehold, and they started repeatedly punching him in the face.
When this happened?
My uncle was not resisting at all. You can see in the video, he's struggling to breathe. It's not right what they're doing to these people. They say they're going for the criminals, but they're going for the hardworking people. And they shouldn't be treating anyone or the elderly like that.
A 78-year-old woman is speaking directly to ICE agents, asking them to rethink their job. Listen to this.
If you wake up this morning as an ICE officer, please reconsider going to work. Please reconsider what you're doing to America. That money that's in your pocket can't possibly be worth what you're doing to other human beings. Please, please consider finding another job. For all of us out here watching you terrorize our country and its citizens. My name is Fuzzy Bee Teacher. I'm 78 years old and I enjoy TikTok, but lately watching it open up causes me great distress because of what ICE is doing to our country. Someone, please help.
A tense moment was caught on camera when an ICE agent pulled out his gun after being followed and harassed by a woman.
Lock your doors, lock your doors, lock your doors, lock your doors. Oh, go back, go back. Go back, go back. Fucking assholes. Go.
A dangerous criminal, undocumented immigrant, has attacked people in North Carolina this week. Police say he killed 2 people and robbed several others.
No more information about the 2 murders that investigators say were carried out by the same man just days apart, first in Greensboro and then in Colfax. Now, Jose Christian Bravo Martinez, a non-U.S. citizen, is accused of both murders and faced a judge today in court, although virtually. Today, the DA put the cases together. On November 16th, Greensboro officers responded to Upland Drive, where they found Joaquin Hernandez outside with a gunshot wound to the head. Investigators say it stemmed from a domestic situation, and multiple witnesses identified Bravo Martinez as the man who pulled the trigger. 1 week later, deputies say Bravo Martinez struck again, this time in Colfax, where 47-year-old Derek Leach was found dead from a gunshot wound at a home on Bolston Road.
There were 3 witnesses to the shooting. They identified Mr. Bravo Martinez, the defendant before you today, as being the shooter. Following the shooting, Martinez took the cell phones of the witnesses and demanded a vehicle key from one of them at gunpoint before fleeing the scene in a 2004 Toyota Celica.
A new report reveals who is training ICE agents and giving them spyware. How true is this?
Who's training ICE agents and providing them with tactics and spyware to hack American citizens' phones? The IDF?
In a shocking case, two H&R Block agents reportedly handed their immigrant clients over to ICE and, unbelievably, took the money in exchange for a cruise. Yes, this really happened. Take a look.
This is Susie Cheney, and this is Eva Elmer. Susie and Eva both work at H&R Block. Specifically, this H&R Block in Provo, Utah. And these two decided to betray the trust of their customer simply for being immigrants. Yeah, these two decided to steal the addresses and the ITIN numbers of their immigrant customers and gave them to ICE. They did so they can get reward money. And then once they got that reward money, they took a cruise. They traded people's lives for money and greed. And now the People's Sick Day has gotten involved. So we're coming in here with an act of resistance. We need to let H&R Block know just how we feel about their dirty ass employees reporting people to ICE. Because how dare they betray those customers and go into those files and send that information out to Homeland Security. Being a racist piece of shit is very expensive. So let's make it known. That little cruise that they went on is not going to be worth the trouble they are about to see.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
This is one of the guards, you guys, that's picking up our people, you guys, that are picking up our people that are being kidnapped. You're one of them. You can't touch me, bitch. You're one of the kidnapped.
From social media threat.
It is time to get your house in order. Immigration is watching you.
To former medic combat says this.
Is that a sucking chest wound? Oh my goodness.
Protesters on the move.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today and my name is Elvis Dairy.
A man speaks out on ICE operations, sharing how current enforcement compares to the past and what has changed over the years.
ICE agents today are the same exact people who would have been slave catchers back in the day. It's the same cruelty, just wearing a different uniform. And let's be honest, they're doing it for a paycheck. Slave catchers made really good money kidnapping black human beings, and ICE is making good money right now kidnapping brown human beings. And let's not let them hide behind the legality. Slave catching was legal. Jim Crow was legal. Japanese internment camps were legal. Legality has never equaled morality. And ICE doesn't deport criminals. They deport regular people just trying to make a living. They deport veterans, combat veterans, Purple Heart recipients who actually risk their lives for this country, while ICE is pretending to protect America by breaking up brown families and beating landscapers because they were too scared to join the real military because those brown people shoot back. You're not defending the Constitution. You're cashing a check for cruelty. Just like slave catchers were paid to drag free slaves back into chains, ICE is getting paid to destroy communities and deport people who defended this country. You chose brutality. You sold out for a paycheck. You chose cruelty over humanity, over your own morality every single day. Nobody forces you to do this. You're not drafted like the people who went to Vietnam. You walk into that office every single day on your own accord. So yes, ICE agents today would have been slave catchers back then, because cruelty has always paid well.
A local restaurant owner in the Twin Cities shares how recent ICE operations are affecting small businesses and daily operations in the community.
You've probably heard about the reports of ICE increasing their operations in the Twin Cities area. And as a result, places like Mercado Central, are mostly empty now because people are scared to leave their homes. And it's taking a big toll on these businesses. So if you can, try to support your local business, help out our Latino and Somali neighbors who are going through a tough time right now, and let's help them get through this. I myself, I'm about to get my favorite steak burrito in the area, followed by maybe some conchas. So let's try to help them out. Let's try to show up for them and help them get through this.
A man is warning the public about the risk of social media, urging everyone to be cautious about what they share online.
It is time to get your house in order. Immigration is watching you. They're checking your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, everything. Your social media and applications could get your green card or visa denied. And here's what scares me most. Most people aren't really even aware what they put on their application, or don't know whether their social media posts and the social media content matches up with their visa applications and green card applications. But this is your power move. Look, the administration is looking for any reason at all to say no to you. So go back and look at your visa application. Look at your green card application and see if it matches your social media content. Look and see if there's anything you posted on social media that you think might be questionable. Look at your dates, look at your job titles, look at whether you posted any content you think might be questionable in the eyes of immigration.
A man warns that if Trump wins the Supreme Court case on birthright citizenship, it could give him the power to deport anyone in the US. This story is raising serious debates across the country.
Hey, yo, so if the courts agree with Trump and give him the right to deport birthright citizens, that means that every single person in the United States can be deported if Donald Trump just says so. Everybody. Welcome to the game.
A former combat medic shares how he would respond if an ICE officer were ever attacked. Here is what he said.
Oh, fuck. Is that a sucking chest wound? Oh my goodness. I hope you weren't trying to separate families and send them to countries that could possibly kill them or something like that. It'd be a shame if I were a medic for 10 years with combat experience. Ooh, oh man. Ooh, the wound on your back. But you got ice on your vest. I don't like cold stuff. I'm sorry. Gotta be hot for me. Wrong 3 letters. You got ICE. It should be HOT. Then I could save your LIFE. But that's something that I'm not doing. I hope you're understanding. Oh my God.
Lopez Beloza was deported to Honduras in shackles, raising serious questions about the lack of proper due process in this case.
Yeah, well, first of all, for folks watching, right, Ani Lopez Beloza is a 19-year-old, grew up largely here in Austin, against all the odds, got into Babson College, which is one of the top business schools in America, and her only crime was wanting to visit her family as a surprise for Thanksgiving. And then she got shackled and sent to Honduras and spoke up about it. And so then yesterday, an unmarked vehicle with ICE agents came to her parents' house in East Austin. And the only reason that they would show up is to retaliate and threaten her parents because she had the audacity to speak out. And every single person in this country has a First Amendment right to be able to speak up about their government. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree with me or not, you should be able to speak out about your government and not have federal law enforcement sent after your parents for it. Who voted for this? People want to make sure that federal law enforcement keeps us safe, but instead what they did was shackle a 19-year-old and send her off to a detention center in Texas, had her sleep on the floor, while a judge in Massachusetts said, she's got no due process, let's have her day in court. And by then, they were already shipping her off to Honduras.
A passerby captures footage of a man standing on top of his work van, seemingly trying to evade Border Patrol agents. Authorities are investigating the incident. A man resisted arrest as ICE agents attempted to remove him from the US. Witnesses recorded the intense confrontation. Protesters disrupted ICE agents in the middle of the night, making noise outside their hotel parking lot in an attempt to keep them awake. Authorities say tensions are running high. Protesters in New Orleans stormed a city council meeting demanding ICE-free zones. Police were forced to remove them as tensions escalated.
You're watching protesters being removed from a New Orleans City Council meeting. The crowd was there advocating for ICE-free zones as the Trump administration has begun immigration enforcement operations in New Orleans.
We will stay here until City Council decides to take a stand with us. Our demands are reasonable. Meet with your community. Meet with the constituents. The immigrant rights communities are organized and are ready to talk about how we create ICE-free zones.
Council President J.P. Morrell suspended public comments after several warnings were issued to the protesters. CNN reached out to police for comment, who said there were no injuries and no arrests made.
A border patrol agent was captured on a Ring doorbell camera knocking on an apartment door in Charlotte, North Carolina, but received no answer. Here is the footage.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell me a sound that's better than this.
From a man detained by ICE to illegals in America.
Oh, but they came here illegally. I don't care.
Will Somalis be deported?
First Amendment. See ICE, you see this shit?
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today, and my name is Elvis Dairy.
A sad woman cries on camera because ICE was waiting and arrested her husband. Listen to this.
TikTok, I'm asking for your help. I'm at the county jail and I came here with my husband to pay some debt, and there were ICE agents outside and we didn't notice, and when we were walking out of the county jail, they were waiting right there in the corner and they just took him from me, and I'm asking for help. We have 5 kids that need their dad. Please help me.
A man was detained by Border Patrol in Louisiana after he refused to answer questions about where he was born.
You're a U.S. citizen? Where were you born? Oh, look, I'm a U.S. citizen. Do you have an ID, sir? Excuse me? Do you have an ID? How about your friend? How long have you known him? I've been knowing him for about 2 years. I've been working with him for about 2 years.
Can you stand right over here, please? Thank you. I'm gonna run checks real quick. Where were you born, man?
I'm not U.S. citizens.
But where were you born? ¿Dónde naciste? ¿Dónde naciste? Dime la verdad.
I won't answer any more questions.
Okay. Can you put handcuffs on him, please?
It is a table, right?
Since you won't answer our questions,
Well, he might not. No, he's not going to do so.
A man in Brooklyn was seen resisting detainment by Border Patrol. How do you think this ended? A man says that he doesn't care if people enter America illegally, calls for ICE to be abolished.
Oh, but they came here illegally. I don't care.
Someone recorded as an anti-ICE protester attempted to flee ICE agents in Portland.
No, you ain't gonna shit. Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
A woman films a police officer talking with an ICE agent near Boston. Was this woman right or wrong for this?
Excuse me? Why you talk to the ICE guy?
Because I know him, so I'm saying hi.
Oh, you know him? You see how Chelsea police working with ICE? You see? That's the evidence. And how he respond to me? You thinking you are smart, right? Huh? You think you are a smart Spanish guy, right? You thinking you are smart? Huh? You see? You see how Chelsea police working with ICE? And he left him by me. What do you think? He's Spanish. You see these fucking Spanish people? The polices? ¿Ven los policías de Chelsea cómo se comportan? Con la cara de payaso el perro. Me dice a mí que sí, que él es su amigo, el de ICE. Aquí está la evidencia. Ahorita se lo subo a las redes sociales porque este latino porquería quiere que yo lo haga famoso. Él quiere ser famoso, quiere salir en las redes, quiere ser famoso, quiere ser famoso.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Donald Trump, if you're kicking out Somalis, you have to kick out everyone else. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking for all of my African brothers and sisters. If you...
From Minnesota, two-state solution.
You know, recently a lot of Somalis have been returning to their rightful homeland in Minnesota, and I've seen a lot of people propose like a two-state solution.
To leftist and Somali protests. What value has the Somali community brought in America?
How's this? No, I don't like Somalis. I don't want them in my country, and they bring absolutely nothing of value here. And I know people are gonna sit there and scream and cry, oh my gosh.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm Yusuf today, and my name is Elvis Dairy.
Sources claim that Somali migrants in Minnesota used a random name generator to create fake names of children to get paid.
Remind us, logistically, how were these people able to pull off this massive fraud scheme? Was it just overbilling?
Right. It started out as overbilling. So the Child Care Center might have 60 people officially enrolled on their books and 30 would show up on a given day, but they bill as if all 60 showed up. Just straight up overbilling. Over time, it evolved into a much more brazen scheme where they would create nonprofits, go register with the Secretary of State's office, create a nonprofit, and then file to join the food program. And literally, one day they didn't exist. The next day they existed. The day after that, they were claiming to feed 5,000 children a day. Their children didn't exist. So you mentioned the spreadsheets where they just used a random name generator to make up names of non-existent children to show to the state, we really are feeding all these kids, but the kids didn't exist, the food didn't exist. So it started out as overbilling, and then it became billing for non-existent stuff. They just send invoices without bothering to buy food or actually feed kids. And that got extended into some of these other programs like the Housing Stabilization Program or some of these other programs like Addiction Recovery, where they're billing for services not provided, billing for goods not provided. And the government, state government, was just paying the invoices, no questions asked.
Should Minnesota have a two-state solution? Do you support this?
You know, recently a lot of Somalis have been returning to their rightful homeland in Minnesota. And I've seen a lot of people propose like a two-state solution where, you know, the Somalis, they get some parts and then the Americans, they can keep some other parts. But honestly, that's just a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's written in the Quran, the Talmud, the Bible, that the Somalis' rightful homeland is Minnesota. I mean, literally, Genesis 12:3, it reads, Somalis should be in Minnesota. Like, why should the Americans never should have even settled there in the first place. I mean, they read the Bible. They knew that it was the Somali homeland. I mean, I don't know what was wrong with those fucking guys. Like, there needs to be one state in Minnesota, and it is a Somali state. It is a Somali state, firmly Somali state. And anyone who says anything else is an anti-Somalite, all right? Anti-Somalite, and I don't want to associate.
So, will the Minnesota two-state solution work, or should ICE agents arrest and deport?
How's this? No, I don't like Somalis. I don't want them in my country, and they bring absolutely nothing of value here. And I know people are going to sit there and scream and cry, oh my gosh, the statistics, they're so racist. But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I mean, genuinely, what have they brought of value here? And I'm not saying that they're all bad on an individual level. I understand that people who lack nuance aren't going to be able to comprehend that as a collective they're bad. Individuals, I'm sure that there are some that are fine, just like any other population. But if you look at the violent crime statistics, you would see that it's not stopping when they get to America. Somalia has a terrible problem with violent crime. They come into places like Minnesota, and despite being an extremely disproportionate amount of the population, their violent crime rates are sky high. It's absolutely disgusting, doing some of the worst atrocities like raping young girls, because over there in their country, they do not value women. They do not see them as an equal, and they are totally okay with things like child marriage. In fact, when there was a law proposed to raise the marriage age to 18 years old, the protest got so bad from the grown men that the courts decided that they were just going to leave it at the age of 9. Is that what you want brought into your country? Is that what you want around your wives, your sisters, your daughters, just other human beings? Is that what you want to bring into this country so that you could feel better about being a white warrior? I'm sorry, that's absolutely disgusting.
ICE agents have started going door to door detaining Somalis. Did you vote for this?
For why? That's harassing. You're unwanted guest. So you're basically trespassing.
I think you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm actually right. I'm recording this. I did call the police, and they're on their way.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait. This is ridiculous. You can't just be just.
سيف باطا عمال في عم جوتا
يلا ابد بابسي.
ورا عم سوريا سك.
You're unwanted guest.
مكواسة.
Liberals and Somalis in Minneapolis surrounded and marked ICE vans, throwing objects and blocking escape routes during a federal deportation raid. A Somali woman in Minnesota wanted to call the police after she spotted ICE agents detaining a suspected illegal.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Please stay back 25 feet.
That's illegal. You guys leave him alone. Leave him alone. You guys cannot do that. That's illegal. Call 911. Call 911. They're doing kidnapping. That's illegal. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Smile at me, sir. Smile at me, ma'am.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. You guys are doing kidnapping. Kidnapping. This is called kidnapping. Kidnapping. This kidnapping. Call 911. Naima, call 911. Piece of work. This is called kidnapping. This is kidnapping. Sorry, this is illegal. This is kidnapping. Kidnapping. It's called kidnapping. Piece of shit. Illegal.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today and my name is Elvis Dairy.
A man captured a video of a clash between protesters and border patrol agents. How did things go down?
Move down! Move down! You don't say shit now, huh? Yeah, move the fuck down! Move the fuck down!
I'm on the sidewalk.
That's not how it works. Go over there.
Today I was patrolling when we got a call that ICE was at an apartment complex waiting for a guy in an apartment balcony.
I don't give a shit. I live here. Then stay your fucking property. Get out of here now. Go. Go.
Come back.
Then go to your fucking house.
Don't fucking touch me! Bitch!
Just get the fuck up!
Where's my brother? Sorry, I have tear gas in my lungs. There were more people that showed up, and then kind of slowly more ICE agents showed up. There was definitely tear gas, there was pepper spray, kind of everywhere.
Are you okay, man?
Agents were pepper spraying the crowd through tear gas, including at our children who are super young.
You pepper sprayed my 3-year-old daughter!
It's a neighborhood, there's a bunch of kids that live here, and now there's tear gas and pepper spray in the snow.
JPCS has released what many are calling the most accurate satire of 2025. Do you agree with this? Take a look.
Hello, you raunchy Republican.
Hello, my dirtbag Democrat friend.
I'm surprised you're not burning in hell.
It's actually not that bad there. It's more of a dry heat. Now look, I'm going to level with you. We're going to be moving more ICE agents into blue cities to crack down.
Well, we've been needing a justification to mobilize Antifa into the same cities.
Oh, well, that's perfect. We've been needing more Antifa to justify our new anti-domestic terrorism measures, like, surveillance cameras in everyone's home, that kind of thing.
Oh, that'll go perfectly with the whole fascist narrative we've been trying to gain traction on against you guys.
Wonderful. But, and I hope this isn't too much to ask, could you mobilize double the usual amount of Antifa into the blue cities?
Oof. We're gonna need a lot more ICE agents to do that.
Well, can you import 50% more migrants for the ICE agents to then capture?
Only if you can get your agents to rough them up more than necessary.
Always. It makes the most divisive news clips.
Okay, well then you got yourself a deal.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you better have those Antifa radicalized.
That's the only way we do it.
How's your children's blood?
It's delicious. Is this a 2018 Epstein?
It's actually a 2021 Open Bordeaux.
I taste notes of fear.
And a fruity finish of adrenochrome. It's delightful.
Very good.
Oh, tomorrow at the House hearing on education.
A man threatened ICE agents, telling them that he will put them in the ground. But what happened next shocked the man. Take a look.
No, you ain't gonna shit. Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
A left-wing extremist shocked the nation, calling for violence against ICE agents, saying they should be strung up in the streets and don't deserve to breathe.
There is not a single ICE bitch on this planet, in this country, who deserves to breathe air right now, and I firmly stand by that. We should be stringing them up in the fucking streets at this point. But this country is filled with a bunch of fucking pussies.
A woman captured a video as Border Patrol agents stopped a car to arrest a potential illegal immigrant. Take a look.
Quítate tu máscara. No. Be careful. You have... Oh my goodness. Lo va a chocar, lo va a chocar. Ándale, perro. Ándale. Oh, le va a echar gas, le va a echar gas. Ya se armó. ¿Se la van a llevar? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh my God. Se la están llevando. Miren esto. Déjenla. La tumbaron. Oh no. Miren.
A visitor from Washington, D.C. was briefly held by U.S. military police in Okinawa after refusing to show ID. The military now admits it was a mistake.
What the f? Yo, what are you doing?
I told you not to touch me. Get the off.
Yo, what the f are you guys doing, man?
You have no right to touch me. No. No touch me. You have no right to touch me right now. Get the video, bro.
Yo, what the f are you guys doing?
No right to touch me. No, dude. You have no right to touch me.
It's not illegal for us to detain you.
You have no right to detain me. I'm not under your policy.
You are in our jurisdiction, so we still have the right to detain.
So could you detain a Japanese guy over there?
Yes, you can.
Why, thank you.
Some liberal women are now dating ICE agents just to snap photos of them without their masks.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Get the out. La way.
From immigrants warned,
Administration is reopening old removal cases. So recently,
to ICE agents on the move.
South Minneapolis, man. It's ICE, man. They just nabbed somebody, man.
Are you an ICE agent?
Are you guys ICE? Are you just HSI? What are you guys doing here in Jackson Heights?
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today, and my name is Elvis Daring.
A woman decided to record ICE activity in La Puente, California. Watch this.
Yeah, fuck you! Fucking losers! Get the fuck out of here! Fucking losers! Get the fuck out!
A man warns immigrants that the administration is reopening old removal cases.
administration is reopening old removal cases. So recently, we've seen clients who have had their removal case admin closed, sometimes up to 10 years, get a notice that the government is reopening that case. So admin close is something that the Department of Homeland Security offered at the time, and they would look at a case and they would say, okay, this person doesn't pose a threat, they're not a criminal, so we're not going to prosecute this case at the moment. We're going to take this case off the docket to focus on more pressing issues. So some of these people have had their case admin closed for 10 years, and then all of a sudden they get a notice in the mail saying, come to the court at this date because your case is now reopened. The Trump administration has quotas. They want 800 to 1,000 deportations per day. So going through cases that are admin closed is kind of an easy way for them to meet that quota. If you were ever in removal and your case was admin closed, it's really important that you pay close attention.
A Ring doorbell camera catches a man running from Border Patrol agents in Louisiana.
I'm from here.
A man records and documents ICE activities in South Minneapolis.
They outside. South Minneapolis, man. It's ICE, man. They just nabbed somebody, man. Damn. These motherfuckers really outside, though.
ICE agents in Louisiana are continuing roundups as part of its Operation Catahoula Crunch immigration sweep.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Please stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. ¿Por qué son así? Tranquilos. ¿Por qué lo tratan así? Ustedes son humanos también. Carajo. Déjalo. Déjalo.
Vamos a hacer todo civil, ¿ok? Él tiene que cooperar, ¿ok?
¿Qué hizo? Dime qué hizo. Ok, pero tranquilos. Está en su casa, tranquilos. Él no anda armado, no anda nada. Él anda tranquilo. Habla aquí, no lo forcejes. No lo forcejes. No seas tan basura, no lo forcejes. ¿Por qué son así de mierda? ¿Por qué?
A woman records as she reports ICE being in Chinatown, New York City. Listen to this.
ICE is in Chinatown right now on Center Street in the parking garage across Jingfeng. Tell everybody.
You're not gonna...
Police are barricading protesters in to catch them. Look, there's stuff happening. I was just there, but I had to leave because I cannot get trapped. I'm just over there in that parking garage. There's something happening. Something happening.
Federal agents wearing tactical gear and wielding assault rifles busted into an apartment in Jackson Heights.
Are you guys ICE? Are you just HSI? What are you guys doing here in Jackson Heights?
The agents were there with a search and seizure warrant, authorizing them to take any electronic device, and that made no mention of any particular resident.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody wants you here, and you guys should be ashamed of yourselves for what the fuck you guys do here. You can't even explain what you're doing here, so that, what are you doing here? What are you in our community for?
The warrant had been signed by Eastern District Magistrate Judge Robert Levy.
What do you mean? This is my community. It is my business. Well, can you explain what you're doing then? Why can nobody say anything? I am involved. It's my community. If you're capturing a bad guy, you got to say that. Just say that. Or you're just looking for a kid or a parent. Like, what's going on?
The agents left with a small box along with a man and a woman who both appeared to be in their 40s or 50s and spoke Spanish.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
From new ICE-armed vehicles
20 armored vehicles made by this Brampton-based defense manufacturer
to Trump's immigration agenda called out.
I think it's time to start calling Trump's immigration agenda what it is: ethnic cleansing.
Where will the money come from?
And people are like, where's Donald Trump gonna get all the money to deport millions of people? The same place you motherfuckers got it, to fucking bust them.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm Yusuf Day, and my name is Elvis Dairy.
A Louisiana construction company owner says he's noticing changes ever since ICE stepped up operations in the state. Listen to this.
So we've had ICE and DHS down in Louisiana for about a week now, and as a business owner, I've been running my own construction company since I was 18 years old. I'm 27 now. We do painting, roofing, drywall, tile, ceramics, trim, molding, carpentry, flooring, concrete, a little bit of everything. I'm seeing firsthand just the shockwave them boys are sending across the state. No immigrants want to go to work. None of them want to even ride in a truck like mine with a ladder rack on it. And it is so amazing. I've gotten more calls in the last week than I've gotten in the last 3 months. I got 20 calls in one day. GC scrambling to try and finish projects. Halfway through, these guys not showing up to work. Starting projects. Landlords, you know how a landlord always has, their go-to guy they call. The boys ain't showing up to do nothing. And this just shows you how bad the problem is down here in Louisiana.
DHS agents intercepted a whole family of illegal immigrants inside a pickup truck. Details are still emerging. DHS is moving into a neighborhood in Illinois, and once again, activists are already waiting, ready to confront them before they even arrive.
You will be held accountable for your actions! You will be held accountable for your actions!
We are in Maple.
SRT, let's move.
Some critics questioned how Trump will fund mass deportations, but one commentator has delivered a hard-hitting response that's turning heads. Here's the ice-cold truth, and he's not wrong.
When people are like, where's Donald Trump gonna get all the money to deport millions of people? The same place you motherfuckers got it, to fucking bust them and fly them all across the United States, put them up in fucking hotels, give them fucking apartments, give them free healthcare, and give them $3,500 a fucking month on a debit card. That's the way we're gonna get it. We're just gonna stop giving them that shit and throw them the fuck out. It's pretty fucking simple. You guys already wasted billions of dollars fucking getting them here. Yes, we're gonna waste billions of dollars getting them the fuck out of here and getting back to being Americans.
ICE agents, backed by local police, are navigating through Louisiana as protester caravans follow them, intensifying tensions on the ground.
Tuvieron que llamar a los refuerzos de la policía para poder bloquear la caravana que venía atrás de ellos.
No bloquearon.
Acaban de bloquear el paso para que ellos pudieran irse libremente porque venía una caravana de muchas personas.
Ya se van.
Ahora mismo.
Ya se van.
ICE agents took a parent into custody, leaving the children in the car. While waiting for local police, one agent tells the young boy, "Put your hands where I can see them, so you're not a threat."
Hey, so the police are on their way, so hopefully they can take custody of them. Sir, do me a favor. Put your hands where I can see them. Put your hands where I can see them, so you're not a threat to me. All right?
ICE agents have taken 4 individuals into custody at a home in Burnsville. Authorities are continuing the investigation.
There's movement on this window right here.
Ring camera footage shows an ICE raid in Burnsville.
Police, come out with your hands up.
ICE agents detained 4 people from the home, according to family members, including a 7-year-old's parents and the husband of a woman who is 6 months pregnant.
They break in the door.
Damage could be seen to multiple doors throughout the home, and people were on both floors at the time of the raid.
You know, they all was scary, crying, and knowing what's happened, They were pointing with the guns to not to move. Just they all haven't sit here. You know, they are shaking and crying.
The city of Burnsville put out a statement today saying, quote, they're actively monitoring federal immigration activity, and that, quote, Burnsville police do not engage in federal immigration enforcement and are typically not notified of federal operations.
ICE ordered 20 armored vehicles from Canadian defense manufacturer Rogel. The move comes as the agency ramps up its border and enforcement operations.
20 armored vehicles made by this Brampton-based defense manufacturer are set to be delivered to U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement before the end of the year. According to U.S. procurement documents, Rochelle is uniquely positioned to deliver what ICE agents require within the necessary time frame and confirmed immediate availability of vehicles that fully meet ICE specifications. Asked if the federal government has any concerns about the deal with a U.S. department accused of abusing human rights as it deploys U.S. President Donald Trump's mass deportation efforts, the foreign minister didn't say.
The government is not involved in the transaction. We have not received any questions or permit requests regarding this transaction. And I will continue to reiterate that Canada and the United States have a strong bilateral relationship with an open line of communication in which, if necessary, I will raise the issues with Secretary Rubio.
Reports say some illegal immigrants are leaving the United States as President Trump ramps up immigration law enforcement.
Walk, no running, walk. No corran, no hay prisa, no hay fila.
Critics are now labeling Trump's immigration policies as ethnic cleansing. Listen to this.
I think it's time to start calling Trump's immigration agenda what it is: ethnic cleansing. I don't use that term lightly because it describes the systematic effort to remove certain ethnic groups from the country with the explicit goal of making the population more racially homogenous, in this case, as white as possible. But it's clearly not a label the Trump administration is afraid of, because lately they've been publicly embracing the term remigration or reverse migration, which is, by definition, a form of ethnic cleansing using mass deportation. Before Trump was even elected, Stephen Miller, who fits any definition of fascist, was throwing the term around on social media. But now it's being used by official government agencies. They proposed a new office at the State Department called the Office of Remigration, and Trump himself has used the term in the last couple of weeks. But if their embrace of the language wasn't enough, their actions in just the last couple of weeks make it unmistakable. Last week, Trump referred to Somalis, an entire ethnic group, as garbage, and said, quote, "I don't want them in our country," all while his administration launches a targeted enforcement operation in Minnesota, focused entirely on Somali immigrants, 83% of whom are naturalized U.S. citizens. Trump has canceled protections for millions of immigrants from predominantly brown countries who are here legally, making them undocumented and forcing them into the shadows with the stroke of a pen. Meanwhile, he's granted refugee status to one group of immigrants, white South Africans called Afrikaners. He's also vowed to denaturalize U.S. citizens who, quote, undermine domestic tranquility, and deport people who his administration deem are, quote, non-compatible with Western civilization. Translation: people who aren't white. It's not breaking news that Trump and his agenda are racist, but their attacks on immigrants aren't just culture war red meat. They're about America embracing ethnic cleansing. And not enough people are seeing the full picture. So share this video to spread the word and follow me to keep fighting back.
A leftist activist was caught on camera at Chipotle, confronting customers and accusing them of being ICE agents, while reportedly shouting slurs. The incident has sparked controversy online.
You're videoing everyone?
Yeah, there is.
Can I ask why? Because I'm in it.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter. Do you want to give me your information?
No, I just want to know.
Do you want to give me arm's length?
I just want to know.
Do you want to back up so I feel safe?
Sure.
Okay, back up.
Hi, have a good day.
You too. God bless you. Back
I'm
up.
going around you.
You don't intimidate me.
I'm not intimidating.
Yeah. Well, no, that was your attempt. But you don't. You don't. People are terrorizing our fucking city and then coming into Mexican fucking restaurants. And yeah, people are concerned. People are concerned. Well, go eat somewhere else. You racist motherfuckers. Go eat somewhere else. Go to fucking Cracker Barrel. Take your racist asses to fucking Cracker Barrel.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today and my name is Elvis Derry.
A woman advises residents of North Carolina to attend secretive training sessions to better obstruct ICE operations.
ICE round 2 here in North Carolina, and here's what the fuck we're gonna do about it. So for anyone that doesn't know, they're sending ICE agents back to North Carolina. Now, don't get me wrong, there's always ICE agents in North Carolina. They have a couple facilities, locations in our state that they maintain a presence at. But they're sending agents back specifically to conduct operations, so here's what we are going to do. If you are not already involved with CMBRA NC, please go to cmbrnc.org. Hit that sign up button and volunteer. These positions are so important. And even if you are not mobile, we need dispatchers. There are so many roles that you can take in this to get out there and ensure safety for people. We also need observers, especially in these small towns, guys, because here is my theory. North Carolina has worked very hard to ensure that local law enforcement will be cooperating with any ICE operations that happen in our state. If you go to my link tree, there is a link in there now. It is La Migra in NC round 2. If you go that, you're going to see an article. There are 25 North Carolina law enforcement agencies that have specifically signed on to do increased cooperative tactics with ICE. If you are in these counties, I need you to have extra eyes on your areas. Pay attention to your sheriff's departments. Our locals are going to be very involved in this. There are places like Beulahville, which conveniently enough is right by me. I live in Richlands, that have been open, asking, wanting every way they can to be able to increase their cooperation with ICE. So we have an idea of the areas that are going to be targeted, and that list is going to help give you an idea of whether or not your location is one of the ones that has been open for this and what they plan on doing and what their level of cooperation is. So guys, we really need to, our local sheriff's departments in these counties, get out there and be watching them. Look for, like I said, federal cars that are out there. Most important, we need to get connected on apps that are not here. If you are in the Eastern NC area, one of the counties on there is Onslow and Duplin. If you are in those counties around me, please message me directly. You can message me here, and we need to get together on Signal is where we're doing most of this coordinating at. And so yeah, check out the link tree. Thank you to everyone that has helped. And again, if you can get out on the road, eyes on, do actual surveillance out here, we need that too. We have been on the road, keeping eyes out, being prepared. We knew this was coming, and so we're ready. But anyone that can get out there with us, please do. Anybody that can, behind the scenes, like I said, help with dispatch, help organize these chats, help get this information to the people on the ground to get us out there. We need you. There's a role that everybody can play in this. I am going to, in my link tree, there's also on top, there's a link to a PayPal. I'm going to drop my cash up here as well. This helps to fund people that are on the ground. This helps put gas in our cars. anything that we need, that we are out there, information to businesses, things to keep this running on the ground, keep people out there. And so with that being said, if you're like, hey, I want to get on the ground, but I don't have a lot, I don't got a car, I don't got no money, that's fine. I need somebody to ride with me, and we can pool money together and get money for gas. Don't let anything stop you from getting out here. If you want to help, there is a role, there is a lane for you, and we need all of us. So they're coming back, y'all, but guess what? NC stayed fucking ready. Let's go.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Gen Z occupy! Gen Z occupy!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Hello, how are you?
Idea how racist it is to blow a whistle at workers that are probably legal. You're just alerting them that ICE is here, and they're probably...
From Border Patrol agents followed
One and only warning to quit obstructing us
I'm
right
not
now.
obstructing anything, sir.
to ICE agents threatened.
ICE just raided a Mexican restaurant 10 minutes from my house.
Do you support ICE?
What are your thoughts about ICE? Do you have a problem with ICE and what they're doing, or no?
I'm 100% supporting them.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of the day, and my name is Elvis Dairy.
At a recent protest, a man was caught patronizing ICE agents, sparking reactions from onlookers and participants alike.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, you can get your GED. You can get your GED. If you get your GED, your work prospects will open up. There is a wide private sector economy that is available for you. You can make more money in the private sector doing things that are not fascism. I promise. I've been doing it for 20 fucking years. I've been doing it for 20 years. You can choose to work in the private sector, make good money, and not lose your soul to a fascist regime. It's possible. In fact, I'm pretty willing to bet everybody here has probably done something similar. You're the exception. You're the odd ones out. You're the ones who are like, I'm so ineffective in life, I need the government tit of money to solve my problems for me. I'm gonna go sign up for a fascist organization and harass fucking blue cities for a living. Good job, good job. You're doing it, you're doing it. Mom and Dad will be proud.
A man alleges that ICE agents broke into his home, taking his parents into custody. This story is drawing attention as authorities investigate the incident.
So they broke into the door of this house?
Yeah, because my family is scared.
Your family scared?
Yeah, because the guys...
Wow, look at this. Albaabkay soo jabiyeen. Look at this, because someone ku dhumanayay guriga ku soo jabiyeen. This is crazy. This is insane.
A man was seen following Border Patrol agents as they detained another individual at a Dallas Home Depot. Authorities are investigating the incident.
Why do you cover your faces? You guys are being cowards. Cowards. This is ridiculous. Absolutely cowardice. How dare you?
A man is surrounded by Border Patrol agents and warned he faces arrest for obstruction.
This is one and only warning to quit obstructing us
I'm
right
not
now.
obstructing anything, sir.
Then
One
explain-
and only warning, buddy. One and only warning. You got it? You
One
got
and only
it?
warning.
You understand?
I'm not obstructing.
Yeah.
I'm not obstructing. I'm
One
observing.
more time, you're going to jail.
I'm not obstructing.
One more time,
I'm
you're
not
going to
obstructing.
jail.
I'm observing.
Got it.
Take a video of him.
I'm not obstructing. I'm observing.
This is your one and only warning.
One and only warning, sir. Next time you will be arrested for impeding.
One more time.
Sir, this is your
I'm not
warning.
obstructing.
Stop
I'm not obstructing.
A man threatened to fire on ICE agents after hearing reports of a raid at a local Mexican food market.
ICE just raided a Mexican restaurant 10 minutes from my house. I got something for you. If I had one. If I don't know. They're gonna find out real quick we're in the South. When people start shooting at them, they'll find out what about stand your ground laws mean.
A man captured video of the clash between protesters and Border Patrol officers this past Saturday. Take a look at this.
Move down! Move down! You don't say shit now, huh? Yeah, move the fuck down! Move the fuck down!
I'm on the sidewalk.
That's not how it works. Go over there.
Today I was patrolling when we got a call that ICE was at an apartment complex waiting for a guy in an apartment balcony.
I don't give a shit. I live here. Then stay your fucking property. Get out of here now. Go. Go.
Come back.
Then go in your fucking house.
Don't fucking touch me, bitch!
Sorry, I have tear gas in my lungs. There were more people that showed up, and then kind of slowly more ICE agents showed up. There was definitely tear gas, there was pepper spray, kind of everywhere.
Are you okay, man? Oh my God.
A man captured video of Border Patrol agents questioning people in Minneapolis gas station. While a woman can be heard speaking in the background, here is what happened.
Hey y'all, this ICE, they at my job.
Yo, ICE is crazy, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Not welcome here.
That's crazy.
Bye-bye. This is not private property.
They are, look, they deep.
Everybody video. Did they planes? Get their cars?
Get the fuck out of here.
ICE is just trying to get my customers.
Disgusting. And then cuts.
You know the people that get kidnapped American citizens?
A dramatic footage was captured as Border Patrol agents chased a suspect in Central Islip, New York.
Correte, papucho, correte. Oh, nah, they took my boy Jose, nigga. That's... Cody. Es papucho, perro. Sí, perro, papucho es, maje. Nigga, that's my boy right there. The fuck? Where the fuck that?
A man captures footage of an immigration checkpoint right in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. As y'all can see, let's see how it goes here.
U.S. citizen?
Texan citizen.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise. So as y'all can see, there's a checkpoint in the middle of 285 South going to what is Sanderson, Texas.
Ahmad declares that he is 100% behind ICE, expressing full support for US immigration enforcement. His statement has sparked reaction online.
What are your thoughts about ICE? Do you have a problem with ICE and what they're doing, or no?
I'm 100% supporting them.
Yeah.
Because my son was killed by illegal alien 3 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Driving drunk, under influence of drugs and alcohols and everything. He was given 10 years in prison. He served 3, and I believe today is what? He's supposed to be out of prison, and I hope ICE will pick him up and put him in the federal prison for the rest of his sentence.
Do you mind if I ask, where did that happen? It was like California?
It happens in the Seal Beach.
Seal Beach.
Yeah. And my son and his girlfriend were killed instantly in a car crash by illegal aliens, so I am 100% with ICE.
If you were walking through that protest today, what would your message to those protesters be?
I think basically, if you're illegal immigrant, you should be out of here. I'm immigrant myself. I've been here for 30 plus years, and I got here illegally and worked my way up. And if you want to get here in the United States, do the same way, and you'll be happy, and everybody's going to be happy with you. And so otherwise, you are not welcome here.
The government knows who's in the country, your neighbors know who's in the country, you are allowed to be in the country, and hey, that's a good thing. If you come into the country illegally, gotta go, huh?
I agree. Yeah.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about your son and his girlfriend, and do you have a GoFundMe or anything for that, or anything like that
No,
you want to share?
I don't need money, I need my family together, right?
If there's anything that we can do to help you guys, we'd love to.
We're fine financially. We don't need any money. I just 100% ICE supporter.
A man says that an ICE agent told his attorney to choose one client for arrest or risk having them all taken away.
An ICE agent looked at a fucking attorney and said, pick one. I'm taking one. Pick one and I'm taking one. Otherwise, I'm taking all of them. It's not about, oh my fucking God, it's not about right or wrong. It's not about undocumented or documented. It's about pain, suffering, and getting in remigration. It's ethnic fucking cleansing. They have to take. Doesn't matter if they don't give a shit. They're arresting people outside of their court appearances. For their status. These people, there's a litany of reasons, right? Visas, asylum, work, all kinds of shit. J1s, fucking people that have been here for 30, 40 years, paying taxes all those times, and they have kids, and those kids are citizens going to school. Like they're 70% of the people they're picking up don't have fucking any criminal record whatsoever. So like, what the fuck are we doing? He looked at an attorney and said, pick one. Or I'm taking all of them. That's some psychotic shit. He said, I'm not picking, you pick, or I'm taking all of them. That's fucking insane. We are not fucking angry enough.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
So ready to protest ICE right now because when are you coming to Columbus?
From Columbus, Ohio, woman mocked.
The government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians.
To overcoming threats.
So they are outside my house throwing something.
What did he say?
My biggest fear in life is that this man may never witness our full takeover.
Allah, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today, and my name is Elvis Dairy.
The elected prosecutor of Columbus, Ohio, released a statement reaffirming his initiative to support his Somali friends and neighbors.
Hey Columbus, this is a special message for our friends in the Somali community. Obviously we've seen a lot of really negative and hateful things coming from Washington, D.C., specifically President Trump, about our friends and neighbors in the Somali community.
He openly admitted that Columbus is home to the second largest Somali population in America.
And while we know he may be targeting Minneapolis and Minnesota, Columbus is home to the second largest Somali community in the United States. And we love and appreciate all of the wonderful things that the Somali community has done to make our Columbus such a great city. And I want you to know that we have your back. You know, folks at City Hall, including myself, and I know neighborhood leaders across the Columbus appreciate the work that the Somali community has done in being our friends and neighbors and starting businesses and our kids going to school together, not just Somali community, but immigrants across Columbus. We care about you tremendously. And we want you to know that as President Trump's hateful rhetoric rises, that here in the city of Columbus, we care about you, we appreciate you, and we welcome you to our city always.
After learning about Somali fraud case in Minnesota, a TikToker who called for an investigation into the Somali community in Columbus, Ohio, was doxxed. Someone showed up at her boarding house where she lives and began throwing objects at her windows.
And what you do is you just make sure their paperwork looks right. It don't have to be right, but you just make sure it looks right. And then you send them off for those home health aid jobs. Y'all don't want to talk about fraud. So they are outside my house throwing something at my windows. And no, I'm not going to go look out the window and take video and all of that. I'm not going to the window. That's what I think they want me to do, is go to the window. I'm more angry than I am mad, even though my heart is bouncing out my chest. I am angry because that is stupid. And it makes me also concerned because I live in a boarding house, which means there are other women in this house. How do you know exactly which window is mine?
She was worried about who shared her address. She knows that they are trying to intimidate her and silence her, but she says that she is not breaking down.
I'm not going to stop talking. Period.
A Somali woman jumped on TikTok to mock and ridicule the American woman who reported what's been happening inside the Somali community in Columbus, Ohio.
The government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians, and the parking lot is occupied with a whole bunch of brand new cars. And the women walking around have designer purses with EBT cards, and they have Apple iPhones stuck up in their hijabs. Yeah.
A Somali man in America says that his biggest regret in life is that Trump will not be alive to witness their full takeover of America.
My biggest fear in life is that this man may never witness our full takeover. Yes, he may never witness that. He already witnessed our partial takeover, our little success in America. And he is the reason actually I know that the community in America is thriving. He is how I know. It's like, he's how we measure our progress. If he doesn't tweet, somebody messed up. I know it. Somebody fucked up the plan. If he tweet, I know. We're doing the right things. Yes, that's how I know. So, he's old and sick, I know. He may not witness our full takeover, but I promise you that his sons will witness. Just like him, we came to exist in this country. See? The land of free men. The land of opportunities. And we're here. Yes. And we're not leaving, actually. We're not going back. What do you mean go back? You should go back first. You see? If you come first, you go first. See? Just like you. Tell me how you own this land. Explain to the world how this land became your land. Tell the world.
A Somali man tells fellow Somalis to pack up and move to Australia because the food and the weather are better there and the people are kinder and friendly.
Honestly, American Somalis, it's time to pack your bags and move to Australia. Minnesota winter's gone. Trump's speech is gone. Just sunshine and kangaroos. American Somalis, please pack your bags. The people are way kinder in Australia. Food's better, sunshine, just way better vibes. Please move to Australia.
The Minnesota Somali community is in shock after 7-time felon Abdul Kadir Sharif Abdi detained by ICE amid Operation Metro Surge.
We are hearing from the family of a man detained during ICE's Twin Cities operation this week. I talked over the phone with Rhoda Christensen, the wife of Abdul Kadir Sharif Abdi. She says that he was arrested Monday at their home, but has since been transferred to a detention facility in Nebraska. Rhoda pushed back against ICE's claims that her husband is an active gang member. After coming here as a refugee from Somalia in the 90s, he did commit several felonies, including vehicle theft when he was part of a gang, but has been said to have turned his life around since then, becoming a mentor in the recovery community since he got sober 13 years ago.
I'm driving on the road, and she goes, "Hey, Rhoda, ICE is in your apartment." And I was silent for a minute. He's devastated. He's just a simple guy that loves his home and he's not a current gang member. We've been married for 11 years. Has he ever been in trouble? No. Has he always checked in with ICE? Yes.
During President Trump's first term, Abdi was also in danger of deportation, but the community and his defense attorneys came to his rescue, were able to successfully lobby a judge to keep him here in the United States. But now his future is uncertain. His family is currently searching for attorneys to represent him in immigration court.
ICE alleges Abdul to be the current Vice Lords member and former Disciples affiliate with multiple felony convictions for fraud, theft, and probation violations. Abdi, a Somali refugee who arrived in the US in the 1990s, was arrested Monday at his Minneapolis home and transferred to Nebraska Detention Center. Liberals showed their support for Somali business in Minneapolis after they were accused of stealing billions from US taxpayers.
Something beautiful happened in our community today. It started with an invitation for a few friends to join me for lunch, to support our Somali community, support our businesses, and write a few notes of encouragement. But people just kept coming in the door. Friends had invited friends, and before we knew it, the restaurant was filled from front to back. Hundreds of notes were written and delivered to all of our local businesses today. We love you, Wilmer. Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. From Gregory Bovino questioned,
what brought you to the Big Easy?
All cities.
To an illegal commits murder.
Greeley police say 19-year-old Eduardo Pata Corral.
What did she say?
Being undocumented is not a crime.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today, and my name is Elvis Derry.
A reporter questioned Gregory Bovino on the streets of New Orleans. Listen to this.
How many people did you detain today?
Still counting. A lot and still counting.
How long do you plan to be here?
That is a fantastic question till the mission's accomplished.
What is the ultimate mission?
Title 8 immigration enforcement.
What brought you to the Big Easy?
All cities are on target, and this is just another one of those.
Where are you headed next?
We're going to head this way and then see where it takes us.
How many other agents do you have out here with you?
We've got several hundred agents spread across the New Orleans area, so not just us, so we've got a lot.
A long-time immigrant voiced out deep frustrations in a viral clip. What can you say about this?
I've been here for 38 years, and I cannot articulate how disappointed I am in we the people that we allow this to fall so easily. Having 38 years ago, because I bought into it, yes, I wanted to come here. 38 years later, after being here and realizing how it's more fast, it's more smokes and mirrors, I am ready to leave. I can't financially leave right now, but the first opportunity financially that I can get, I am leaving. And I'm leaving on principle because I feel that if I, as an immigrant, remain in a fascist country.
Eduardo Paracorola, an illegal, has been charged with a vehicular homicide in the death of 27-year-old Jasmine Faith.
The crash happened back on November 9th, just before 6 in the morning, here at the intersection of 23rd Avenue and 10th Street. Greeley police say 19-year-old Eduardo Patacorral was driving a Ford Mustang going east on 10th Street at more than 100 miles per hour when they say he ran a red light and slammed into a Subaru. A 27-year-old woman was driving the Subaru and was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Police say she died from her injuries on November 14th. Patacorral is now facing charges of vehicular homicide, consumption of alcohol by a minor, and driving without a license.
Illegals working at a residence in Louisiana are assisted by homeowners to avoid ICE detention.
Vaya, ahorita.
Te vas a tirar por aquí, te vas a subir a la troca.
¿A cuál? ¿A esta?
Espérate, no, pero es que no me puedes cargar. Solo, pues. Aquí metete.
Venite, venga.
Corra. Metete por aquí, metete.
Vamos, dale. Dale, rápido.
Come on, let's all distract them. Let's just all move our la ventana. Vámonos. All right, I'll move our cars at the same time. Okay.
Ya, se fueron.
So you're on the thing?
Bueno, gente, se acabó. Se lo llevaron.
A college student who was deported by ICE on her way to surprise her parents for Thanksgiving said this on national TV.
Everything was going really well after I did my security check. I wasn't there waiting until the gate was going to open. Right up when the gate opened, it was my turn for my ticket to be scanned, but it appeared something was wrong with my ticket. So I got sent to go to customer service. And when I go to customer service, there were two ICE agents waiting for me.
Two ICE agents were waiting for you at customer service?
Yes.
What did they say to you?
They were like, Annie, right? And I was like, yes. And then they told me, okay, you're going to come with us because you're going to have to sign a bunch of paperwork. And I was like, oh, but I have to board my plane right now. And they were like, oh, you're not even going to be on that plane. And that's where it kind of hit me. This is ICE.
Had you seen what was happening around the country to other people, that all of these ICE agents are out in all these cities picking people up and deporting them back to the country that they came from?
Yes, I was really aware.
Did you instantly recognize that was what might be happening to you?
Yes, but I was always on God's hand, so I never thought that it was going to happen to me.
Did they tell you, first of all, did you tell them what you were going to do, that you were going home to surprise your mom and dad for Thanksgiving?
I told them when I was in the car.
And what did they tell you about why they were taking you?
The people who basically arrested me, they didn't tell me the reason why. They just only told me that I had to sign a bunch of paperwork. And that was the only reason that they told me.
You came to the U.S. as a really little kid, 7 or 8, right?
Yes, 7.
The government says that you had what's called a final order of removal, that you were supposed to be deported. Did you know that?
No.
Democrat Representative Paramila Jayapal says that being undocumented is not a crime. Do you agree with her?
Being undocumented is not a crime. It's a point I've been making a lot lately, especially as Trump and the Republicans continue vilifying immigrants in every way, shape, and form that they can. But Republicans and some people online are getting very upset with me for saying this, so I want to explain. The act of being present in the United States without legal status is not, standing alone, a crime. Many undocumented individuals entered the United States on a visa and then overstayed once that expired. That violation is a civil offense, not a criminal one. That's exactly why immigrants are supposed to be held in, quote, civil detention facilities, not in punitive prisons. But immigration detention facilities are nearly identical to prisons, even though most, at least before Trump's mass roundups, are awaiting bond hearings. Now, most people enter legally and fall out of status. When someone crosses the border without inspection or authorization, that is a misdemeanor. And if they're removed and then come back without a permission, that is a felony offense. Because the immigration system is civil in nature and not criminal, people navigating the immigration legal system have not been entitled to publicly provided legal counsel, even though the immigration system is second in complexity only to the tax system, and the consequences of deportation can be life or death. That means that 90% of immigrants go through the legal system completely unrepresented because they can't find or pay for an immigration attorney. Looking at similarly situated immigrants in removal proceedings, those with attorneys were 5.5 times more likely to get relief from removal. Legal representation also helps our courts to function better. So despite the xenophobic anti-immigrant rhetoric, the phrases criminal aliens or illegal immigrants used to describe people who are undocumented without any other acts of criminality don't match what is actually the law. And in contrast to what Trump and Republicans would have you believe, undocumented immigrants contribute greatly to our country's economy. They make up more than 5% of our workforce, 1.5 million people in construction, 1 million in the restaurant industry, more than 600,000 in agriculture and landscaping, and countless others in every field that you can name. They pay nearly $100 billion in federal, state, and local taxes each year. And even more of their paychecks go towards vital programs like Social Security and Medicare, programs that they're not even eligible for. So the next time you hear Trump or a Republican talk about illegal immigrants or criminal aliens, remember, being undocumented alone is not a crime. And undocumented immigrants contribute to our country in more ways than we could ever imagine.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
All day, Dr. Ian Roberts, superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools, was arrested by ICE, detained by ICE.
From a woman versus Border Patrol agents. To Minneapolis immigrants.
I also think ICE coming to the Twin Cities is a perfect time for us to start boycotting a lot of these shitty businesses.
Should illegals vote in the next elections?
I think that next election we should have ICE agents at every single polling location in America.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm also today and my name is Elvis Derry.
A US citizen was forcibly removed from her car by federal agents in Key Largo, Florida, after she refused to present her driver's license. She was placed in a patrol vehicle while agents searched her car. They located her driver's license and confirmed that she was a US citizen. A woman reports that businesses are closing in New Orleans due to planned ICE operation Swamp Sweep.
Local businesses like Taqueria Guerrero in New Orleans, Louisiana, have temporarily closed due to Operation Swamp Sweep. And although we've received word that this operation is delayed by a day or two, there's still fear in the community. It's the latest immigration crackdown led by Border Patrol. We've seen it in LA, Chicago, and recently in Charlotte, North Carolina. Here in New Orleans, we are expected to see around 250 Border Patrol officers. At first, authorities had said that they plan to detain upwards of 5,000 people in a period of about 2 months. Now we are hearing that this operation could last just a few days. We are still waiting for more confirmation from Border Patrol. But this operation is going to be in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, also in certain parts of Mississippi. Of course, community leaders have already started to prepare immigrant communities. We know that there is upwards of 100,000 immigrants in the New Orleans area.
Photo matching thing will not work. And I think it's just a product of number one, if I'm wearing makeup versus if I'm not wearing makeup. And just that picture was just taken a long time ago. And so every once in a while it just doesn't work and somebody will just have to go verify it or something like that. And so I guess he scanned my passport and then he's like, look at the camera, we'll take a picture. I took the picture. And he was like, wait, we're going to take the picture again. We did it 3 different times. And I was like, oh, this is probably going to be one of those situations where he just has to either do an extra step of verification. Maybe somebody else has to do that. I don't really know, but I'm just standing there. I'm really hoping that it gets resolved quickly, all the things. And so he is can't get it to match up or whatnot. And so he calls somebody and he requests an escort. Somebody came and took me to why am I getting emotional? A secondary room that kind of gave DMV vibes. I get in and they ask for my passport. And I am a US citizen. I was born in the United States of America. My parents are born in America. And they immediately say, sit down, no phones. I was scared. Also, I'm alone, very much alone. I just felt the gravity of the situation a little bit. He's like, okay, come up. So I go up and he asked me what do you do for work? And my mind went blank. I don't know what I'm trying to say, except that I felt so much compassion walking out of there for anybody who's in any kind of situation where there's a figure of authority and a level of fear and also stress that can make you, I don't know, misspeak, overspeak, hesitate, and you it scared me. What am I signaling with this? You never know. What if I caught them on a bad day? Things could have ended totally different. Who knows?
A woman says that immigrants in Minneapolis should hide inside until ICE leaves the city.
I also think ICE coming to the Twin Cities is a perfect time for us to start boycotting a lot of these shitty businesses. Don't be outside. I've watched too many ICE kidnappings on TikTok. When it happened in Chicago, people would literally be sitting outside of a business, chopping it up, just talking. Motherfuckers roll out of their truck and just snatch them up. Absolutely not. Y'all stay in y'all motherfucking crib. Do pickup. Don't even walk in the motherfucking grocery store. Do pickup. And when you do it in bulk so that you don't have to return. People aren't, figuring out your patterns and when you do your grocery shopping and shit like that. It's that serious. It truly is that serious. All these other businesses, we don't need to be getting caught by ICE in a Starbucks drive-thru or getting ice cream or anything stupid like that. Buy what the fuck you need and stay the fuck inside. Go to work and home, and even then you're not safe, but it's your best bet. We don't need to be spending our money on these shitty ass corporations who are funding what's happening to us right now anyway. So, this is a perfect opportunity to just say fuck them.
A woman shows how rush hour traffic has already minimized now that ICE has descended into New Orleans.
Just got off work. It's very quiet today. Still got a lot of car. Today downtown is really quiet. There's people. It's more like local people. People going to work, get off work, going home, driving to work. You just not seeing tourist people outside, walking around. It's just people that going to work. That's all.
A TikToker records herself driving, attempting to follow Border Patrol agents, but one of the agents took their car and blocked her.
Okay, no sé a qué está jugando este carrito, pero no me puede bloquear. What are you doing? Okay, so como ustedes pueden ver, este carro me está bloqueando la entrada. Like, what are you doing, sir? Me está bloqueando la entrada. I don't care who you are. I don't care. What are you doing? Señor, ¿qué estás haciendo? Well, guess what? We're gonna travel on the freaking sidewalk.
Do you support illegals voting in the next elections? Listen to this.
Hot take, I think that next election we should have ICE agents at every single polling location in America. Because if illegal immigrants can't vote, then it shouldn't be a problem, right? I mean, here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud. If the left truly believed that only legal citizens were voting, they wouldn't freak out every time that someone suggested verifying it. But every single time that Republicans talk about securing our elections, the left tries to block it. They are the ones who are fighting voter ID and fighting citizenship verification and fighting literally anything that keeps our elections honest. Also, here's another hot take. Wanting fair elections isn't extremist. It is the bare minimum. If the left wants to keep screaming about protecting democracy, okay, great. Let's protect it. Let's make sure that the people deciding America's future actually belong in America. That seems pretty reasonable to me. So if you agree, if you would like to see ICE agents at polling locations in the future, let me know in the comments. No one should have an issue with this if illegal immigrants aren't voting.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye.